I call the member for Hughes.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. On behalf of the Parliamentary Joint Committee on Law Enforcement, I present the committee's report entitled Inquiry into Crystal Methamphetamines, ICE, the first report. And I ask leave of the House to make a short statement in connection with the report.
Is leave granted?
Leave is granted.
I call the member for Hughes.
I thank the member and I thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, this inquiry started in the 44th Parliament and we've concluded here in the 45th Parliament. We received a total of 119 submissions. We conducted inquiries in Melbourne, in Mount Gambia, in Liverpool, in southwest Sydney, in Caboolture, in Canberra, and also more recently in Perth. There's no doubt that the evidence that we heard painted a disturbing picture of the growing prevalence of methamphetamines, or crystal methamphetamines, more correctly, and the havoc that is wreaking in many of our communities and many families across the nation. Our report has been broken up into 5 separate chapters because the first chapter is merely an introduction. The second chapter of the report provides an overview of crystal methamphetamines and its use in Australia. First, it describes the substance and how it differs from other methamphetamines. Chapter 3 looks at Australia's drug strategies and work already done at a Commonwealth level and focuses on crystal methamphetamine. Chapter 4, we provide an overview of the number of current Commonwealth law enforcement activities. And in Chapter 5, the examination of law enforcement strategies continues, and this chapter looks at strategies announced in the National ICE Action Strategy and considers how current and planned future strategies might be improved. One of the comments that was most true during the report, that I think all committee members agreed with, that this is a problem that we cannot arrest ourselves out of. There seems to be almost an unending source of supply of this insidious drug. The drug can not only be manufactured locally in Australia from precursor chemicals, but it also seems to be imported from all around the world, most specifically in Southeast Asia. So the difficulty that we have is because it is such small in volumetric terms, our customs and our border force officials who are doing a tremendous job, and we congratulate them on the many successful seizures that they have recently been made, but we cannot expect them to solve this problem on our own. We have to work on strategies to reduce the demand for this drug in our society and also to reduce the damage that it does. Deputy Speaker, the report, as we said, this was actually the first report of the committee. The committee is also undertaking a visit to Portugal, after which it will present a second report where we will in further detail consider evidence concerning the treatment and rehabilitation services, harm reduction measures that can be undertaken, and the allocation of the National ICE Strategy Task Force funding. I commend the report to the House. I'd also like to congratulate and thank the other members of the committee and compliment them on how we've been able to work in a bipartisan manner on this issue, because this is a most serious issue that is causing untold harm throughout our nation, and we need to come up with new strategies and new ways of tackling this problem.
I thank the member for Hughes.